Black-owned company that I love. They make champagne jam.
And it doesn't stop at jam. There are spices, honey, and even canned vegetables.
If I had my way, everything here would be filled with Black-owned products.
They may be America's second largest community, but only 7% of US businesses are Black-owned. This is why Maggie is doing all she can, from alcohol to beauty products and even her clothes. Trading a wardrobe full of Italian designers for Black-designed outfits.
And look at these. Everyone likes these shoes. Look at that heel. It looks sexy with Black-owned products, so it's really nice if I'm in a club or something like that, when people say, oh, those are great shoes, and I say, yes, and they're Black-owned. So it's always nice to be able to say that.
A house full of Black-made products is not enough for Maggie. Even when it comes to a doctor's appointment, it is out of the question for her to take her business to a white or other non-Black doctor.
Hi, Dr. Cameron. We need to make an appointment for the girls, so can you please have someone call me back so I can schedule something for them?
She is prepared to go to great lengths to make sure of this. She even uses racial profiling based on the most common surnames in the Black community.
I think we're okay. I'll go to my insurance company website, and they have a link, find a doctor. And I just look at the names, and if the names sound like they may be Black, I'll kind of put them in a list, and then I'll Google them to look at their faces, and then, oh, nope, nope, nope. I know that's very rudimentary, but that's one way that I look for Black. I couldn't find any that way.
Maggie seems unfazed by discrimination.
Doctor, that's a major expense, and it's a big, so those big things we try to make sure that we do Black. If I have the choice and I have the time, even if it's a pretty important thing, I will wait.
Maggie has become a real champion of this movement. She has spread the word across the United States, inviting all African Americans to follow her example, an evangelism which has been met with some criticism. There have been those who have labelled her racist, something she does not accept.
I'm not thinking that I hate white people or that white people have done this to me. I'm thinking what I need to do for Black people. I really don't care about what white people say or don't say about their businesses. When people say, buy American, no one says, well, that means that you hate Mexico. That means that you hate China. That means that you hate Canada. No, it just means that we love America. And I say buy Black, not because I hate people who are not Black. It's just that Black businesses are under-supported, and if I'm not going to support them, no one else will.
Over time, the activist has become a real-life detective, attempting to expose businesses that are white-owned but sell products specifically for the Black community.
This is one of the most historic, largest Black hair products ever.
This brand proudly boasts its family history, particularly its African-American origins. But when Maggie searches the site,
I had to go to terms of use. Who is going to go to terms of use? Here I am in terms of use. Thank you for visiting our site, which is owned and operated by L'Oreal USA. That tells me, thank you, Black woman, for giving me all your money and giving it to the L'Oreal family. I do believe that L'Oreal intentionally does not put their name on the company brand's website. If they were to know that the money that they spend on hair products, just like any other person, was going to the world's richest woman, and that she was white and in France, and from what I can see, not doing anything at all for the Black community, would they still be buying these products? My job is to spread this truth.
over the next few months, Maggie will attend dozens of conferences across the country where she will spread her message. But how do these new activists scope out products created exclusively by black people? We head to the southeast of the United States, Atlanta, where 54% of the city's population is African American. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthplace and Coca-Cola's headquarters are all found here. Atlanta has become the economic hub of the black elite. It is the capital of Georgia, the state second only to Washington with the most black-owned businesses. And and in the city's suburbs, a company unlike any other has set up shop right next to the giant that is Amazon. 28-year-old Sharif Abdul Malik is the creator of this unique website.
What's going on?
Everything's good.
Everything straight?
Yeah.
How did that puzzle piece do? The one right after that?
14,000 likes, 14,200.
So that means a lot of people viewed it.
Yeah,
Click insights?
Comments.
Oh yeah, so that's really good for a business.
Yeah.
Sharif, a young business graduate, very quickly sensed the potential of the growing Buy Black movement. So 3 years ago, he created WeBuyBlack.com, nicknamed the African American Amazon, a website selling purely black-created products, from clothes to household goods. With over 100,000 customers and nearly 1 million social media followers, his site has taken the community by storm.
So for a very long time, hundreds of years, we've always supported and bought white. This could be rooted from a lot of African Americans believing that that the Caucasian was God. A lot of African Americans viewed white products and products sold from white people as superior products. So this was a statement and a reaction to say something different, to turn the table and say no longer will we buy white, but it's time for us to buy blacks.
In his 500-metre squared warehouse, Sharif stores products for several brands that are sold on his site. Among the flagship products, there is one that sells particularly well: boxers.
Everything good?
Good to see
Everything going, man?
Everything cool, man. Just on We Buy Black, we got a new banner.
Okay, nice, nice.
There it is right there.
Oh yeah, I love that. No, 9 different styles here?
9 different styles, 3 in the pack. We got the Royale edition with the purple, burgundy, and royal blue.
Nice.
And then we got one more product coming out. I've been testing these out the prototype.
Okay.
Champ slides.
Nice.
I've been wearing them for 2 weeks straight.
Nice. They holding up well,
Holding
huh?
up well. We'll
Nice.
bend, but we jump started off WeBuyBlack.com. Without WeBuyBlack.com, I don't know where we'd be standing at right now. Yeah. So from the launch, there was a press release, and it was through We Buy Black, and that's what got us the momentum that we needed. So I can say we're doing much better thanks to We Buy Black. Very essential.
Thanks to Sharif's site, this entrepreneur is guaranteed more visibility, thus more sales. And among its customers,
Oh yeah, I'm wearing Champs right now. Yeah. I will show you, but you know.
Sharif's goal is to produce and stock as many everyday items as possible. So, following boxers and laundry detergent, the young entrepreneur is now moving on to dental hygiene.
Here is the first African-American-owned toothbrush company. You know, we'll normally see white-skinned people on the back of products. So this right here is just probably the first toothbrush that ever has melanated models on the back of the packaging. In my years of living, I never saw it as well. Everything does not have to have a white person on it, that you can actually have black people in your products.
An all-black toothbrush. This may be Sharif's dream, but in an era of globalization, he has had to make some concessions.
This product here is made in China.
Is it made by black Chinese?
So that's a good question, though, because all over the world we get products made. You know, in China, they get their raw material from Africa.
The businessman has answers to everything. He is doing all he can to stimulate an all-black economy. And this afternoon, he is about to go even further. He is planning to empty his bank account. Why? His bank, one of the country's largest, is owned by a white man. And Sharif is not alone. Killer Mike, the famous rapper, has launched an appeal calling on all African Americans to transfer their money to one of the small list of black-owned banks.
You can go to your bank tomorrow. Take your money.
Megastars like Usher and singer Solange Knowles, Beyoncé's sister, have followed suit. Since then, the hashtag #BankBlack has been gaining popularity. So much so that over $20 million have been transferred to African American banks.
Well, it's important that our dollars in our community, you know, rest in a black-owned bank, mainly because we can trust that that these banks have the interests of our community in mind, that they would support businesses, support institutions, events, organizations in our community to help get us a lot further, that they have a higher percentage of making sure that those dollars circulate within the black community than a white-owned bank, definitely, or a non-black-owned bank, 100%.
This community bias is legal in the United States, and behold the sum about to flood the accounts of a black-owned bank, $350,000.
We'll go ahead on and put this where it belongs. Yep.
A gesture of activism. By doing this, Sharif aims to boost his community's wealth.
This is it. I feel lighter. I feel a whole lot lighter. Yeah, I actually waited for this, so yeah, I feel really good. Yeah, definitely.
In the not-too-distant future, Sharif plans to open the United States' very first supermarket exclusively managed and supplied by African Americans.